This is the third major violent incident on this street. They tell us that they had no warning on this. And the home is just down this hill, less than 2 football fields away. Sales only increase. The devices can actually fit inside the hood and be concealed like part of the engine. All of this is flammable. She says many fires start right in the garage. Imagine driving through that. That would be well above this tire. Another senator needed to show up in order to make that happen. Another group of protesters will jump up and begin saying racism has got to go. There was a cheer. They almost ran me over. Actually, I'm lucky that the doors are still locked right behind me. Emily, everybody's got a mask downtown. We are celebrating Mardi Gras. Some people paid more. We found, where'd Trent go? Trent, where are you? Emily, and that owner tells us that it was a terrifying scene late this afternoon for the clerk inside this small convenience store. Tonight, 3 suspects are on the loose, and that owner wants them caught. The entire robbery lasted about 50 seconds, but each passing moment was excruciating for the clerk in this video. The clerk didn't want to speak on camera, shaken by what happened. Tonight, her boss wants the robbers behind bars.
We're very paranoid. We feel that it's somebody that probably frequents the store. They seem to have known the layout of the store.
Just before 4:30 p.m., 2 men wearing masks run through the front door. They are each carrying what looks like an AK-47.
They pulled a girl from the front of the store. They took her to the back. They zip-tied her. They robbed the store.
The owner says they seem to know the store and where things were located. He says during the robbery, the criminals hardly spoke, but when they did, it was in Spanish.
They were very direct in pointing her to the back of the office, telling her to withdraw the money, and going into the front of the store, pulling the money from there.
Police aren't saying how much was taken. Surveillance video captures the robbery from 4 different angles.
We're going to try as much as we can for them to get caught.
Once they had the money, the 2 thieves exit a back door where a driver was waiting in a white sedan getaway car.
We're not corporate. It's a small shop. Everybody lives around here. All the employees are from around this neighborhood, and for them to come and rob someone like us, I think it's taking advantage of somebody they shouldn't.
And the suspects are on the run tonight. Now, this small convenience store, we're told, is 6 years old. It had a robbery when it first opened, but it hasn't had any issues until tonight. Reporting live in Overland Park, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News. Chris Larry loved working here at the Kansas City Fire Department. He especially loved working at station number 17. He wanted to be a firefighter since he was just a little child, but it's what he did outside of work, at home, that makes his family miss him the most. For the mother of Larry Leggio, the nightmare that started 4 months ago has never ended, and she realizes it never will.
I'm going to wake up and it's going to just be a bad dream, and woke up the next morning and it wasn't a dream.
Everything is different without Larry. He was the life of the party, and without him, holidays are the most difficult times of the year.
There's so many things that we just did together.
I know, baby.
Larry did not have any kids, but he was like a father to his nieces and nephew. He was known to cry at graduations and when he dropped them off at college.
He thought the world of his nieces and nephew. He really did. He was a family man.
And he knew how to make them smile.
They got him to jump off a cliff one time. He got off the cliff and he said, "Baby, I'll never do that again." He's a pretty daring guy. He ride motorcycles as fast as he could, fight fire as hard as he could.
He loved speed, but he did not live life in the fast lane.
It'll never be the same without him.
On Christmas, he would often take a coworker's shift so they could be with their children. If it meant something to you, it meant something to Larry.
I'm so proud of him. I wish I was proud of him. He could see us proud of him.
His wife, Missy Leggio, says without him, sometimes home can feel just like 4 walls.
Something I can't get out of my mind. Him just laying there looked like he was sleeping. I mean, and I held his hand until they made us leave, and it's something I can't get out of my mind.
They spoke all the time, checking up on each other.
I still have his name in my phone, and it's like I want to push that button, call him, talk to him, but
what an inspiring man. For years, he would honor fallen firefighters, going each year to the National Firefighter Memorial in Colorado. This next year, this September, he will be added to that memorial one day before his 5th wedding anniversary. Reporting live in Kansas City, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News. A bird's eye view 35 feet above lions and cheetahs at $4 a person round trip.
Being able to see the giraffes and the rhinoceros and all the animals from above, I mean, it's really a great way to see a lot of animals in a short amount of time.
When the Sky Safari left passengers stranded in the air for 45 minutes, we decided to investigate just how safe the ride really is. Zoo Executive Director Randy Wistoff says it's very safe.
You know, the zoo is fully insured, and by one of the leading insurance companies in this city, and their people look at everything we do here and the liability. You know, this is a major ride.
In a letter KMBC obtained, Wistoff maintained in 2011 the Sky Safari lift is not a ride. He says, quote, "Our chairlift is a mode of transportation, not an amusement ride," adding, "It saves our guests approximately 1 mile round trip of walking." That classification makes a big difference. No state agency has authority to inspect it or oversee its operation.
We feel we go a step beyond, above and beyond probably what the state would do in inspecting this ride.
Each day the ride gets an inspection, then once a year it is completely taken apart by a team of specialists, making sure everything works properly. Last week, the backup motor wouldn't start. The zoo has replaced it with a new one. It's about the size of your lawnmower engine and pushes the lift at half the regular speed. On Saturday, when we visited the zoo, another issue. The ride broke down again. Our photographer was the last person on the ride for hours. Everyone else was turned away. I recorded this using my cell phone.
Oh, well, that did concern me a little, Brian. But, you know, the thing is that the zoo is so great right now. I feel like they must be doing a pretty fantastic job of taking care of things, because everything that I have seen has been so impressive.
Lara, Chris Dillon has been on Cloud 9 for days looking forward to this concert. We caught up with him and his mom. They're on a mother-son date tonight. Right now it's pretty clear, but inside it is hopping. So much energy. I don't think the people will be disappointed. And he plans to dance the night away. He has great tickets thanks to Ellen. And just like he danced on her show, he's going to have a great time tonight.
From Overland Park, Kansas, please welcome Dylan Barnes.
When the doors opened and I heard the music, right, come on, I was really excited to dance.
Second grader Dylan Barnes is having the time of his life. Thus far, anyway. He's only 7 years old.
I like to make people smile.
Each dance is different. There's no memorizing. Instead, he feels the music and makes each performance unique.
Having fun with the song and start having, like freestyle and doing whatever I want, what that song tells me to do.
It's been a little bit surreal. Amazing, but surreal.
His rise to fame started in August after his mom posted this video on social media. Within 36 hours, it went viral, even catching the attention of Ellen and landing him an invitation to perform on her stage. After the performance, Ellen had a surprise.
So we're going to give you tickets.
Front row seats to his favorite artist, Taylor Swift.
I love her so. 100 so's much. I love her so much.
Flips, spins, he knows it all. And he was nice enough to teach me some moves.
Out.
He makes it look easy. It's not. He practices 11 hours each week.
As long as he's having fun and having a good time, and that's all he wants to do is dance and make people happy. So his family and I will always back him up.
But for Dylan, the best part of all this stardom and attention is
probably seeing my parents out there.
Just a neat kid, and Dylan has been dancing for 2 years now that he's been receiving lessons. He started incredibly when he was just 5 years old. He is the youngest of 3 kids, and he is involved with a lot of other things just like his brothers. He's involved in a lot of sports. It was really neat to meet him. I'm sure he's having a great time tonight. Reporting live in Kansas City, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.